యానివర్సరీ కిమ్స్ లివ్లైఫ్ సెంటర్కి 1 year యానివర్సరీ. అలాగే నేను యూఎస్ నుంచి ఇండియాకి వెనక్కి వచ్చి 10 సంవత్సరాలు అయింది. కొన్ని వేల మందికి బెరియాట్రిక్ సర్జరీ అంటే బరువు తగ్గి ఆపరేషన్స్ చేసి కొన్ని లక్షల కొలది అధిక బరువు తగ్గించి చాలామంది పేషెంట్స్ చాలా హ్యాపీగా ఉండడం వల్ల ఇటువంటి సందర్భాన్ని సెలబ్రేట్ చేసుకోవడానికి ఇవాళ ఈ ఈవెంట్ కండక్ట్ చేయడం జరిగింది. ఈ ఈవెంట్లో ఈ అధిక బరువు గురించి అధిక బరువు ఎలా అరికట్టాలి, ఎలా కంట్రోల్ చేసుకోవాలనేది మంచి టాక్స్, అలాగే ఒక ప్యానల్ డిస్కషన్. ఈ నగరంలో ప్రముఖులైన రకరకాల డాక్టర్స్, డాక్టర్ భాస్కర్ రావు గారు కిమ్స్ హాస్పిటల్ కార్డియాక్ సర్జన్, డాక్టర్ గురువారాయణ గారు ఫ్రమ్ సన్షైన్ హాస్పిటల్, డాక్టర్ మందురాన గారి గారు, అలాగా చాలామంది స్పెషలిస్టులు కూడా మాతో చేరి వాళ్ళ ఈ ప్యానల్ డిస్కషన్లో పాల్గొనడం మాకు చాలా ఆనందంగా ఉంది. మంచి సందేశాన్ని మనం అందరికీ అందించగలిగాము. ఎలా బరువు తగ్గాలి, బరువు పెరిగితే ఎటువంటి ఇబ్బందులు ఉంటాయి, ఎటువంటి మన హెల్త్ పరంగా ఎటువంటి ఇబ్బందులు వస్తాయి, రకరకాల క్యాన్సర్ పరంగా అవకాశం ఉందని కూడా ఇవాళ మనకి ఎవిడెన్స్ ఉంది. ఈ అధిక బరువును కంట్రోల్ చేయడానికి సరైన డయట్, లైఫ్ స్టైల్ ఇటువంటివి పాటిస్తే చాలా బాగుంటుంది. ఒకవేళ ఇవి పాటించలేకపోయినా, లేదంటే బాగా స్థూలకాయస్తులు ఉన్నా కూడా వారికి బెరియాట్రిక్ సర్జరీ ద్వారా చక్కటి పరిష్కారం లభించే అవకాశం ఉంది. ఇటువంటి వారికి అధిక బరువు తగ్గడమే కాకుండా బీపీ, షుగర్, కొలెస్ట్రాల్ ఇటువంటి బరువు తగ్గడం, ఫ్యూచర్లో స్ట్రోక్, హార్ట్ అటాక్, క్యాన్సర్ లాంటివన్నీ కూడా రిస్క్ బాగా తగ్గడం అనేది గమనిస్తున్నాము. ఇదే ప్రోగ్రాంలో శిరీష రెడ్డి గారు వారి వెడ్డింగ్ కలెక్షన్ మీద ఒక ఫ్యాషన్ షో కూడా కండక్ట్ చేశారు. చాలా చక్కగా మంచి కలెక్షన్ చూపించారు. ఈ సందర్భానికి వచ్చేసినందరికీ కూడా మా ధన్యవాదాలు. ఈ బెరియాట్రిక్ సర్జరీ అనేది ఇదివరకు ఏజ్ 18 నుంచి 65 అనేవాళ్ళం, కానీ వాళ్ళ స్థూలకాయం అనేది చిన్నపిల్లల్లో కూడా చాలామందికి వస్తుంది. కాబట్టి ఇప్పుడు 13 సంవత్సరాల నుంచి 79 సంవత్సరాల దాకా కూడా ఇటువంటి ఆపరేషన్ మనం ఆఫర్ చేస్తూ ఉన్నాము. చిన్నపిల్లల్లో మనం గ్యాస్ట్రిక్ బలూన్ లాంటి ఆపరేషన్ ఎక్కువ ఆఫర్ చేస్తున్నాం. ఇవి రివర్సిబుల్ మెథడ్స్. సో వారికి గ్రోత్కి అడ్డం లేకుండా బరువు తగ్గిస్తూ ఉండే మెథడ్స్ ఇవి. వీటిని బరువు తగ్గినాక ఈ బలూన్స్ లాంటివి తీసేస్తాం కాబట్టి వారి గ్రోత్కి ఎటువంటి అడ్డు లేకుండా ఉంటుంది. పెద్దవారిలో బాగా వయసు ఉన్న వారిలో కూడా వారి హెల్త్ కండిషన్ బాగా ఉండి స్థూలకాయంతో బాధపడుతూ ఉంటే వారికి కూడా ఇటువంటి ఆపరేషన్స్ అందిస్తున్నాము. వారు కూడా చాలా చక్కగా రిజల్ట్స్ పొంది చాలా హ్యాపీగా ఉంది.
And I'm here to talk about Dr. Nanda Kishore. He is considered as one of the best bariatric surgeons in India, not just in Telangana. And so many of my friends have done this surgery, including me. It's been almost 10 years, and bariatrics is not about surgery. Bariatrics is more of lifestyle, and it really helps you to give you the confidence, and you look beautiful, and then the doctor is amazing, and he's one of the best bariatric surgeons. I would recommend anyone who wants to take care of their health in a good way. Thank you, doctor.
Thank you.
And firstly, once again, delighted and thrilled to be part of this very momentous and joyous occasion. Again, big round of applause. So thank you so much for helping us collaborate and partner on this cause of reducing and allaying the burden of obesity. Thank you so much to all and giving us the opportunity to be in this journey of reducing this burden. And at Nestle Health Science, we believe in empowering healthier nutrition. It's all about. So if you could please have your attention on the screens. Our purpose is very clearly enhancing quality. This is where we are placed in terms of the annual turnover. I would not talk a lot on the commercial aspect here, but you can see a lot of big companies on the x-axis, and that is where Nestle stands. We are by far the largest and the most successful food and beverage company across the globe. Thank you. Thank you. And including inborn errors of metabolism. Sustainability, innovation and expansion. It's not only nutrition, it's not only science. Nestle Health Science and Nestle also is cognizant and mindful of the environment, and we strongly adhere to the local regulations. We also strongly try and drive organic, and we believe in natural products only. Just a glimpse of we recently, or it's been more than a year now, around 1.5
journey. And this journey of mine, I met with a lot of people, made a lot of friends, visited many places and made a lot of memories. I guess at the end of the day, that's all it counts. So this particular journey was always, never always was a cakewalk. There were ups and downs. But there's one person who was always there with me, whether it was good, bad, ugly, whichever that is. And that would be my better half, Ratna. She's here with us. Thank you for being there always. And since my arrival to India, there was this particular team, Livlife team, who's been with me for the last 8 years, continuously supporting me in every endeavor, every surgery, every patient that I've taken care of. And I think we wouldn't have been here at this stage, having given such wonderful results to many of our patients without the support of such a wonderful team. I'd like to thank my team Livlife, which includes Dr. Deepthi and many of our staff here. Thank you very much. And I also would like to thank, take them home with you. They will truly come in handy. So, if you look at the obesity in India, we are the third most obese country in this world. And about 25% of our population is overweight. And incidentally, women tend to be more heavier than men. Okay? So, and it's also the second most common cause of death in patients. Now, if you look at the obesity percentage in our cities of India, if you look at the bottom, you'll see Hyderabad. Now, the first pie chart is about the moderate obesity, which is people more than 15 kilos, and the second half is for the people who are more than 30 kilo excess in weight. Yes, we're not high up there compared to many other states, but we're also making progress. If you also look at the obesity grading today, as the color changes from blue, green, yellow, now once you see the orange and then going into the darker red color, this is where the trouble starts. We're starting the obesity, moderate, severe, morbid, and super obesity. Now, lately, people have become, unfortunately, so excess in weight, there's a new category that has been created, which is not here. If the people are more than, with the body mass index more than 52.5, can anyone take a guess as to what that particular level could be called? So since we're running out of time, yes, exactly. It's called super obesity. So because we're running out of terms, that's why. So also, if you look at, you do not lose weight. A lot of times you see people start jogging and doing the steppers and all the exercises, you start losing weight, 6 kilos, 10 kilos, then it stops. You get into a plateau where you don't lose weight anymore. That is because you form the muscle memory. You need to create muscle confusion. So you need to vary your exercises. So warm up before exercising, it's very important. Add a lot of variety to your exercises. Just change it on a daily basis. Also, since you worked on Monday to Friday, does not mean on Saturday and Sunday you just relax and do whatever you want. No, you have to maintain somewhat a lifestyle and add some weight training to it. And try to work out with your friends. Usually that helps because the day you're not motivated, your friends might pick you up and take you to the exercise place. And regular yoga meditation usually helps. So the millennial behavior, however, if you look at it, if you give an option, if there's an escalator, nobody would take the staircase. How many of you take the staircase? Except I know Dr. Bhaskar even today takes the staircase. So, I don't know. You do too? Okay, excellent. And people want to lose weight, they want to exercise, but then doctor says, okay, spend 1 hour on the treadmill. You look at the second picture. He is spending the time on the treadmill, but he's not really exercising, right? And the latest gyms, the modern gyms, now they provide escalators to get into the gym. Come on, that's a mute point. You look at this picture where the children...
Vasundhara, Dr. Vasundhara, as we have her on the stage. Dr. Manjula once again coming on the stage. Anagani, Dr. Manjula Anagani. Dr. K. Shilpi Reddy, can we have you on the stage please? That's wonderful. Dr. G. Ravikant. Dr. Vasuprada Karthik. Mrs. Adi Lakshmi. Dr. Anjum Babu Khan, please come on the stage. Dr. Sayyid Shazia Fatima, Dr. Deepthi Thakkar to as well moderate this session along with Dr. Nanda Kishore, who is the moderator of this session. All over to you, all the panelists, and Dr. Nanda Kishore.
With excess weight, obesity in your patient population, whether it is your schools, whether you're handling, you're a cardiologist, or if you're a cardiac surgeon, gynecologist, infertility specialist, endocrinologist, skincare specialist, and even a school administrator and management from the schools, because the childhood obesity is also another major issue. So the format here is that we will sort of display a few slides to you all. Please take a look at those which are pertinent to your own, and then we will ask you what you think, in your opinion, the best way to manage such things. Please.
And welcome to this panel discussion. So we are discussing the pandemic of the 21st century, which is obesity. We have all evolved, and we should be proud that we have come from the caveman walking on four legs to now being erect and having opposable thumbs. But what do we use the thumbs mostly for? Tapping on buttons and ordering stuff online. How we wish we could lose weight just by tapping buttons, isn't it? So slowly we are turning into becoming the McDonald's man. India has a dual epidemic. On the one hand, we have a large percentage of population which is underweight and malnourished. And on the other hand, we have an increasing percentage of population.
Yeah. And we are number one prevalence and incidence and mortality cardiovascular in developing country. So we have multiple problems facing in health concerns, especially cardiovascular disease. And more young people are becoming obese and developing diabetes, cardiometabolic disorders, resulting into hypertension, heart failure, MI, strokes. So only thing is preventive measures are better than the treatment where we give a tertiary level. So lifestyle management, treat from childhood, that is the most important thing. Because many of we feel when weight is increased, we start taking measures to lose weight and take preventive steps. It's not important. It's childhood, adolescence, where it is important to reduce your weight and dietary practices. So most important is children, and in schools, there they have to start the behavior of diet and exercise lifestyle. So that will definitely aid in achieving our goals to reduce our non-communication disease burden in the society.
Obese, they are more prone for severe critical triple diseases in the coronary arteries. And when they are obese, when we want to do a bypass surgery on these patients, especially there will be a lot of morbid conditions where the one thing is to, when we are cutting the chest bone, there will be a lot of difficulty. And once they get into any infection, very rarely, but that will be a tough job. And again for them, post-operatively, on ventilator and breathing and all those things, will be a lot of issues they will arise. So once we have this obesity, sometimes there are many places they even refuse to perform a bypass surgery on these patients. So when you get this type of severe triple vessel disease and obesity, and it's very, very tough to get on these type of patients to perform surgery, and they do get a lot of complications. And apart from coronary artery disease, these people do have diabetes and cholecystitis and other important things, and carotid blocks, peripheral vascular diseases, and very difficult to breathe, so that post-operatively lung complications do get. So it's always better to avoid building up this obesity, and as well as prevention.
When I was studying medical school, I've been told by my professor that someday AIDS will take over the entire country. Fortunately, that hasn't happened. But unfortunately, something else has happened in the span of 25 years. What has happened is obesity and diabetes, which were no way prevalent to this extent at that point of time, have actually taken over the country. Sad to say that, in fact, 1 in 6 in some cities in the country do have obesity or diabetes. As the good old adage goes, prevention is better than cure, and if there is one thing that it applies to, I think it is diabetes and obesity. People speak about fad diets, as Dr. Nanda Kishore has rightly mentioned. None of these work in the long term because they are not sustainable. What works in the long term is something which is sustainable, which is dedication, perseverance, and of course, prevention as well. And there is one important point I would like to tell you. You can reverse diabetes, you can take it into a state wherein it is under remission for a long period of time, provided you wake up early, you ensure that you follow the right lifestyle, sleep well, eat well, and eat the right foods. If you can see, what was stunning in one of the cartoons that has been put up by the Nestle guys is that they manufacture both Kit Kat as well as the resource foods. So,
unique disease which is PCOS, which we now call it a syndrome, no longer a disease. The reason being that we have an abnormal lipid profile than the other parts of India. Along with it, supervised on it, we have insulin resistance. With all these things happening and obesity being a part of PCOS, they go into this infertility where. But we're talking about infertility, obesity. Obesity is not just because of PCOS. Them having lost their self-confidence, their family sexual life is completely distorted because of obesity, and they have so many other things which come up with obesity. So infertility really is a stigma, whether we say yes or no. They have the fear of this surgery when they have to do, and they always think anything but the surgery. So when they come to us, it takes a lot of conviction on our side to say that, then the facts, understand that, and then go ahead and first lose weight. It's like this, that the egg comes first and the chick comes first. You either lose weight, then you become pregnant, or my purpose is only to become pregnant. If I go to a doctor, she's going to say, tell me to lose weight, which I cannot do. That is a common statement which a young girl is going to come back and say. But that is a fact, but it takes a long time for us to make them understand that.
So they're absolutely wonderful.
So request your presence on the stage.